There's a question, an impossible question. Can one man cut through a mountain? Not with dynamite, not with machines, with a hammer and a chisel. For 22 years. In 1960, a 30-year-old laborer in rural India made a promise. His wife had just died because she couldn't reach the hospital, because a mountain was in the way. And this man, barefoot, illiterate, making $2 a day, looked at that 360-foot mountain and decided to cut through it with his hands. This isn't mythology. This isn't folklore. This is what happened. When one man, Dashrath Manjhi, said, "This mountain killed my wife. No one else will die like this. I will cut a path." Everyone laughed. One man can't move a mountain? You're crazy. Give up. But 22 years later, there was a path. 360-foot mountain, 30-foot gap. 110 meters, 9 meters. Travel distance, 55 kilometers to 15 kilometers. One man, one hammer, one promise, and a mountain that surrendered. Over the next 60 minutes, I'm going to tell you the true story of Dashrath Manjhi. Not the legend, the real story. With the grief, watching his wife die in his arms, knowing the mountain killed her. 3 days of agony. With the mockery, village calling him Mad Manjhi. Children throwing stones, wife's family blaming him. With the physical hell, hands destroyed, body broken, working sunrise to sunset for 22 years. With the loneliness, working alone for decades, sleeping in cave beside mountain, no one believing. With the moment it broke, 1982, the day the mountain finally gave way and he saw through to the other side. And at the end, the lesson. About grief becoming purpose. About impossible becoming inevitable. About one person moving mountains. Gelhor Village, Bihar, India, where love became a promise, and a promise became a path. Gelhor Village, Bihar State, India, one of the poorest regions on earth. And Gelhor is poor even by Bihar standards. The village sits at the base of the Gelhor Hills, rocky mountains, 360 feet high at the pass. And these mountains cut the village off from everything to reach hospital 70 kilometers around mountain, market 55 kilometers, school 45 kilometers. Anything, hours of walking. The mountain is a prison. Dashrath Manjhi, born 1934, Gelhor Village, lowest caste, Musahar, rat-eaters. So poor, so marginalized, they're considered below even the untouchables. Dashrath's childhood. No school. Illiterate entire life. No shoes. 1 meal a day, if lucky. Work, whatever pays. At 18, he becomes a laborer, breaking rocks. $2 a day. Hard life. But he's strong, and he's in love. Dashrath marries Falguni Devi. Arranged marriage, traditional, but something unexpected happens. They fall in love. Falguni is kind, hardworking, devoted. They're poor, live in mud hut, barely survive, but they're happy. Have children, 1 son, 1 daughter. Life is hard, but it's theirs. Falguni is pregnant, 3rd child. She's working in the fields, like she does every day, carrying water. up the mountain path to bring to Dashrath. She slips, falls, badly. Falguni lies on the ground, can't get up. Someone runs to get Dashrath. He finds her, conscious, in pain, blood. Falguni, can you stand? She tries, can't. He lifts her, carries her, starts walking to the village. Village elder examines her. She needs hospital. The baby. Hospital is in Wazirganj, 70 kilometers away. Why 70? Because of the mountain. Straight line distance to hospital, 15 kilometers. But the mountain blocks the way. So they must walk 25 kilometers around the mountain one way, 20 kilometers around the other way, 25 kilometers to next village with road. Total, 70 kilometers. On foot. Dashrath carries Falguni, starts walking. Hour 1, still walking. Falguni conscious, in pain. Hour 2, around the mountain, getting weaker. Hour 3, halfway, she's fading. Hour 4, barely conscious. Hour 5, not responding. Hour 6, Dashrath arrives at hospital. Falguni is dead. Has been dead for 2 hours. Baby too. Dashrath stands there, still holding her body. Doctor, I'm sorry. If you'd arrived 4 hours earlier, 4 hours. If not for the mountain, she would have lived. Dashrath carries Falguni's body home, 70 kilometers back. Takes 2 days. Funeral. His children, 7 and 5, don't understand. Where's Mama? Dashrath doesn't answer. Because he's looking at the mountain. That mountain killed his wife. And he makes a promise. 3 days after funeral, Dashrath walks to the mountain. Carries hammer, chisel, and water. That's all. Walks to the highest point of the pass, 360 feet of solid rock. Looks at it and starts hammering. Village elder sees him. Walks over. Dashrath, what are you doing? Cutting through the mountain. What? I'm going to cut a path so no one else dies like Falguni. Elder stares, then laughs. One man cut through a mountain? Dashrath, you've gone mad. Go home. Dashrath says, I'm not going home, and keeps hammering. Word spreads through village. People come to see. Dashrath's going crazy. Grief drove him mad. He thinks he can move a mountain. Children throw stones at him. Adults mock him. His wife's family blames him. You killed our daughter. If you'd been a better provider, she wouldn't have been working. Now you dishonor her memory with this madness. But Dashrath keeps hammering. Week 2, village elder returns with village council. Dashrath, we need to talk. Dashrath stops, turns. You're embarrassing the village. People are talking. They think we're all mad. So stop this nonsense. Dashrath, you want me to stop? Yes. Then help me. What? Send 10 men. We'll finish in 2 years instead of 20.
We're not going to waste labor on your fantasy. Then I'll do it alone. Picks up hammer, turns back to mountain, keeps hammering. Month 1. Dashrath's routine. 4 a.m., wake up. 5 a.m., walk to mountain. Sunrise to sunset, hammer. Strike. Chips of rock fly. Strike. Hands bleed. Strike. Ignore pain. Strike. Keep going. His hands. Blisters form. Burst. Bleed. Calluses grow. His body. Back aches. Shoulders scream. Muscles tear. But he doesn't stop. End of month 1 progress. 3 inches. Into a 360-foot mountain. At this rate, it will take 120 years. But Dashrath doesn't do math. He just hammers. Year 1, 1960. Progress, 2 feet into mountain. Village reaction, still mocking. Year 2, 1961. Progress, 5 feet. Some villagers, he's still doing it? Year 3, 1962. Progress, 10 feet. Dashrath's children, Papa, when will you stop? Dashrath, when I'm finished. Year 5, 1964. Progress, 25 feet. Mockery becomes quieter. Because people realize he's not stopping. Ever. Year 8, 1967. Progress 50 feet into mountain. Something changes. One villager, young man, shows up. Manjhi, I'll help you. Dashrath suspicious. Why? My sister died last year. Same reason. Couldn't reach hospital. He picks up a hammer. They work together. For 3 months, then the man leaves, gets married, moves away. Dashrath continues. Alone again. Year 10, 1969. Progress, 80 feet. Dashrath is 35. Half his life spent hammering. His children are teenagers now, embarrassed by their father. Mad Manjhi, the mountain fool. They rarely visit. Dashrath lives in a cave beside the mountain because it's closer to work. No family, no friends, just him, the hammer, and the mountain. Year 12, 1971. Dashrath is 37 years old. Progress 100 feet. But that means 260 feet remaining. At current pace, 30 plus more years. One day, Dashrath stops hammering, sits down, looks at his hands, destroyed, permanently damaged, can barely hold anything. Looks at the mountain, barely made a dent, and thinks, I'm going to die before I finish. 12 years and I'm not even halfway. Everyone was right. I'm just a fool. He stands up, picks up his tools, starts walking home. For the first time in 12 years, he's going to quit. But then, he looks back at the 100 feet he's cut and remembers Falguni in his arms, dying because of this mountain. He drops his tools, walks back, picks up the hammer, whispers, "Not yet," and starts hammering again. He doesn't quit. Not that day. Not ever. Year 15, 1974. Progress 150 feet. The work gets harder because Dashrath is deeper into the mountain now. The rock is harder, denser. His tools break constantly. He has no money for new ones, so he uses broken pieces of metal, sharpened stones, whatever he can find, and keeps hammering. 1976. Dashrath is 42 years old. His body is breaking. His hands, bones permanently misshapen, fingers don't close properly, constant pain. His back, curved from years of bending, chronic pain. can barely stand straight. His eyes, rock chips have damaged them. Vision deteriorating. Working nearly blind. One day, he's hammering. A large piece of rock breaks off, falls, crushes his foot. Dashrath screams, tries to move the rock, can't. Too heavy. He's trapped. Hours pass. No one comes because no one ever visits. Sun setting. Dashrath realizes, I might die here. He tries again, using hammer as lever. Pushes. Rock moves slightly. He pulls his foot out. Broken. Mangled. He crawls back to his cave. No doctor, no medicine. Just wraps it and waits. 3 weeks later, foot still broken, infection starting. But the mountain is waiting. He limps back and keeps hammering. With a broken foot. Year 18, 1977. Progress 200 feet. Dashrath is past halfway. The village notices. He might actually do it. Some villagers start helping, bring food, water, tools. A few even hammer with him, for a day, maybe 2. Then they leave, because it's too hard. But Dashrath never leaves. Government official visits village. Hears about Dashrath. There's a man cutting through a mountain? Yes. With government equipment? No. With a hammer. Official. Why? His wife died. So he's cutting a mountain? Yes. Official. Indians are insane. Leaves without helping. Year 20, 1979. Progress 280 feet. 80 feet remaining. Dashrath is 45 years old. Spent 20 years on this mountain. More years than he was married to Falguni. But he can see it now. The end. It's possible. Year 21, 1980. Progress 320 feet. 40 feet remaining. He's so close. Year 22, 1981. Progress 350 feet. 10 feet remaining. The entire village watches now. Every day people come. Not to mock, to witness. And then, August 1982, 22 years after Falguni died, Dashrath is hammering, like he has every day, for 8,030 days. August 15, 1982, morning. Dashrath strikes the rock. A crack forms, larger than usual. He strikes again. The crack spreads. Light from the other side. Dashrath stops, stares, drops the hammer, puts his eye to the crack. He can see through to the other side of the mountain. His hands shake. He picks up the hammer, strikes again, and again, and again. The crack widens. 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet. Villagers hear the commotion, run to the mountain, see Dashrath covered in dust, hammering frantically. And they see light coming through the mountain. Someone shouts, "He did it!" Everyone's helping now, pushing rocks, moving debris. The gap widens.
5 feet. 10 feet. 15 feet. By sunset, There's a path through the mountain. 360 feet of solid rock cut by one man with a hammer. Over 22 years, Dashrath walks through. For the first time, from one side of the mountain to the other. The journey that took Falguni 6 hours now takes 15 minutes. Dashrath scans on the other side, looks back at what he's done, and collapses, crying, not from joy, from exhaustion and relief. It's finally over. Word spreads. The impossible happened. Mad Manjhi did it. The path opens. Dimensions: 360 feet long, 110 meters, 30 feet wide, 9 meters, 25 feet high, 7.5 meters. Travel distance: before 55 kilometers around mountain, after 15 kilometers through path. Time to hospital: before 6+ hours, after 45 minutes. Lives saved: countless. Because now ambulances can pass, pregnant women reach hospital, medical emergencies equal survival. All because one man refused to accept what killed his wife. 1982 to 1990s. Dashrath becomes famous. Newspapers: Mountain Man carves path. One man's 22-year mission. People start calling him Dashrath Manjhi, the Mountain Man. Visitors come to see. Politicians visit for photo ops. Everyone wants to shake his hand, take his picture, claim they supported him. But Dashrath remembers, where were they for 22 years? State government official visits. Ceremony at the path. Official speech: this path is a testament to Bihar's indomitable spirit. We are proud of Dashrath Manjhi. The government always supported his vision. Dashrath quietly to himself: you called me mad. Official continues: we are pleased to announce this path is now government property. We will maintain it. We will charge toll for usage. Crowd murmurs. Dashrath stands. Toll? Official: yes, maintenance costs. Dashrath: I built this path so people could reach hospital, not so government could profit. If you charge toll, poor people still can't use it. Official: Mr. Manjhi, the government owns this land. Dashrath: the mountain killed my wife. I carved this path with my hands for 22 years. You own nothing. Crowd erupts in applause. Official, embarrassed, leaves quickly. No toll is ever charged. 1990s, 2000s. Dashrath receives honors, state awards, national recognition, documentaries made. Schools teach his story, but his life doesn't change much. Pause. Still lives simply. Small house, pension, 500 rupees per month, about $7. Because he never wanted fame, he wanted justice for Falguni, and he got it. Journalist interviews Dashrath: Mr. Manjhi, they're making the movie about you. A movie? Yes, Bollywood, big actor playing you. Dashrath: will they pay me? I don't think so. Dashrath shrugs. Then what's the point? Movie was eventually made: Manjhi, the Mountain Man, 2015, starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui. But fame brings problems. Bihar government announces they will officially widen the path. Modern construction, paved road. Dashrath is thrilled until he learns they're going to blast the remaining mountain with dynamite and claim they built the road. Dashrath, now 71 years old, goes to the site, stands in front of the dynamite.
You will not erase what I did. Official, old man, move. This is government work. Dashrath, I spent 22 years of my life here. You spent 22 minutes. This path stays as I built it. Media arrives, government backs down.
Path remains as Dashrath carved it. Hand-carved. Forever. The end of the mountain man. Dashrath is 73. His health declining. Decades of physical labor destroyed his body. Chronic pain, damaged hands, failing eyesight, difficulty breathing. He's in and out of hospital. Irony. The path saved thousands, but it's too late for him. August 17, 2007. Dashrath in hospital. Gallbladder cancer. Doctor says, "We can operate, but you need to rest, recover." Dashrath, "How long?" 3 months, minimum. Dashrath, "I don't have 3 months." He checks himself out, goes home. August 17, 2007. Dashrath asks his son to take him somewhere. "Where, father?" "The path." They drive through the path. Dashrath looks at the walls, sees hammer marks, his hammer marks, rough edges, his work, places he remembers, touches the rock wall, whispers, "I did this. I really did this." His son, "Yes, father, you did." Dashrath, Falguni would be proud. August 17, 2007. That night, Dashrath Manjhi dies, age 73, at home, surrounded by family, peacefully, unlike Falguni, who died in pain on a mountain path, because there was no path. His funeral. Thousands attend. People from all over Bihar, neighboring states, media, government officials, all mourning. The mountain man who moved a mountain. With love. 8 years after Dashrath's death, a young woman walks through Dashrath's path. She's 9 months pregnant, having contractions. Ambulance drives through the path, reaches hospital in 30 minutes. Baby delivered safely. The woman asks the doctor, "Why is this called Dashrath Path?" Doctor tells her the story. A man's wife died because she couldn't reach hospital, so he spent 22 years cutting through the mountain with a hammer, so women like you could survive. The woman, crying, "He saved my baby." Doctor, he saved thousands of babies and mothers and would keep saving them. Forever. The woman asks, "What was his wife's name?" "Falguni Devi." The woman, "Then I'll name my daughter Falguni, so her name lives too." So what do we learn from Dashrath Manjhi? Lesson number 1. Grief can become purpose. Dashrath could have given up, accepted Falguni's death, moved on. Instead, he transformed grief into a mission that saved thousands. Lesson number 2.
Impossible is just a word. Everyone said, one man can't move a mountain. But Dashrath did it. Not because he was superhuman, because he refused to stop. Lesson number 3. Mockery means nothing. 22 years of being called mad. But who was right in the end? The madman who finished, not the same people who quit. Lesson number 4. Small efforts compound. 3 inches the first month seemed like nothing, but 3 inches times 264 months equals 360 feet. Consistency beats intensity. Lesson number 5. Legacy outlasts life. Dashrath died 2007, but his path still saves lives every day. You don't need to live forever to matter forever.
Today, Dashrath's path still stands. Hand-carved, rough, imperfect, beautiful. Because it wasn't carved by machines, it was carved by love. When you drive through that path today, you can still see the hammer marks. Dashrath's hammer marks, 22 years of strikes, 8,030 days. Each mark a promise, never again. Dashrath Manjhi spent 22 years moving a mountain. What mountain are you facing? What impossible task are you avoiding? What are you telling yourself? I can't do this alone. Dashrath was alone for 22 years, and he moved a mountain. So can you. This was the story of Dashrath Manjhi, the mountain man, the man who loved so deeply he moved a mountain. A man carved through 360 feet of solid rock with a hammer for 22 years because his wife died. If this story moved you, share it with someone facing their own mountain, with someone who thinks their problem is too big, with someone who needs to know one person, one hammer, 22 years can move a mountain. Subscribe for more stories like this, stories of ordinary people who refuse to accept the impossible. Until next time, pick up your hammer, find your mountain, and start striking. You don't need to finish today. You just need to start and never stop.